As you all know, the salary cap exploded going into this next season, and that made for some pretty weird contracts to be giving out by teams. But I read this article about some of the worst contracts given out, and I agreed with some, I kind of disagreed with some, and I'm gonna throw my opinion in there as well. But I felt like I should share it with you guys because it was a pretty good article, and I agreed with a lot of stuff in there. So, without further ado, roll film. Alright, so our first player we're gonna kick things off with is Harrison Barnes. Now a lot of you guys might be like, Harrison's my favorite player. Harrison Barnes is great. Yay, whoa, he's cool, he's alright. But is he $94 million alright? I don't think so. I don't think he's even worth the max contract, but that's a whole nother video. And in this video, I'm not gonna really try to put my opinion into why he's worth a certain amount, okay? We're just gonna look at some of his stats for 2015 and 2016. But before we look at the stats, I'm gonna bring up someone that you guys probably might not really know of, might not have ever heard of, but let's just go into him, alright? This guy's name is Marvin Williams, and he played for the Charlotte Hornets, okay? Now, he was a free agent as well, and he re-signed with the Hornets worth $54.5 million. $54.5 million, okay? So, that's like a $40 million difference between these two guys, okay? You guys might say, you know, Harrison Barnes definitely deserves that. Like, what? Does he though? Let's take a look at their stats, shall we? Now, this is just from last season, but they both averaged 11.7 points per game. Field goal percentage was 1% higher for Harrison Barnes. 3-point percentage was 2% higher for Marvin Williams. Free throw percentage was way higher for Marvin Williams. It was like 83% to 76%. Good lord, it's a lot of difference. Marvin Williams grabbed 2 more rebounds on average than Harrison Barnes. They averaged around the same amount of assists and steals, but Marvin Williams blocked 1 more shot than Harrison Barnes. He blocked 1 shot per game, and Harrison Barnes blocked 0.2. And the player efficiency rating was 16.8 for Marvin Williams to a 12.3 for Harrison Barnes. Yeah. So, for someone who averaged the same amount of points, shot better from the 3-point line, shot better from the free throw line, blocked more shots, and got more rebounds than Harrison Barnes, how is he getting $40 million less? But wait, there's more. You might be like, okay, I see where you're coming from, like, alright, he might not deserve all that. No, it's not even over. Okay, because Harrison Barnes only played 66 games this season, and Marvin Williams played a full 81 games this season. Now, here's the thing I give to Harrison Barnes and the Mavericks, okay? Now, Harrison Barnes is only 24 years old, so he has youth on his side, okay? He could easily develop into an all-star caliber player over the next 4 years that he's with the Mavericks. You never know. You can't count that out. So I think that might be what they're investing in, and they're hoping that their return will pay off. I mean, I think Harrison Barnes is a great addition to their team. Do not get me wrong on that. But $94 million for him, I think the Mavericks could have been smarter in the front office at how they pitched it to him and being able to give him a little bit less money, because it wasn't very smart for the front office on this pick. That's just me. This is just me looking at stats. It's not me looking at him as a person or his personality. Nah, it's just stats. Looking at it, I don't see where it really matches up with 90 million. Now this player is actually Evan Turner, who recently signed with the Portland Trailblazers. I don't think a $70 million contract for 4 years, I don't think that's worth it at all. And let me tell you guys why. Trailblazers already have Damian Lillard, CJ McCollum in the backcourt, so this is kind of a weird fit to think about. But let's not even acknowledge that. Let's just go straight to some facts, alright? I'm gonna put up a chart right here. If I can't find it, then I'm gonna look really dumb right now. But this chart should show his 3-point attempts and his mid-range attempts and his in the rim and the paint attempts, okay? This shows how many he's made, missed, and how often he shoots from each position, okay? The size of the dots shows how often he shoots from them. And you can see how little he shoots from the 3-point line. Even he himself has said he's not a 3-point shooter. Yeah, he's fine with that. And in Boston, that was completely fine because he fit in to that play style there. He was a sixth man for them. He was an amazing sixth man for them, and he fit in so well to that play style, okay? And now the league has kind of become dependent on spreading the floor and outside shooting, okay? That's a trend that we've seen. You know, of course the Warriors kind of really started it, but even the Cleveland Cavaliers towards the end of their season and all throughout the playoffs, you saw the spacing that their team had. The numbers they were putting up from the three-point line were incredible. So it's kind of a trend, and the league is evolving and moving in that direction. And so for a player like him, who's out on the wing but can't shoot threes, what do you do about that? In Boston, he didn't have to shoot threes. That was just the situation he was in, and it was perfect for him. And that's why I think he was such a perfect fit in Boston. But coming here, where Portland, they have some good floor spacing and all that stuff, what is he gonna do there? To me, if you can't shoot the three ball on the wing, you need a team that, you know, you can fit into. But for me, $70 million for a bench player, period, isn't really gonna cut it. So maybe I'm missing something here, but $70 million doesn't make sense for me, for Evan Turner, in this situation. Boston Celtics, maybe, probably. I don't think $70 million was a really good choice for the front office. I think they could have gone for less, but maybe they couldn't have. I wasn't there. I just don't think it was worth it. The next player, guys, is Joakim Noah. Is mind-boggling to me, and here's why. Last season was his career low in games played. He played 29 games. 29 games, and the games he did play, he was sitting on the bench for a lot of the time. So to pay him coming off the least amount of games he's ever played in a season, 31 years old, he's still riddled with some health issues, and you're gonna drop a bomb like that on him? Like, why? When did he earn that? Did I miss part of his career where he earned that? Like, I don't know where we're getting this money from. Plus, you have Carmelo Anthony and Kristaps Porzingis in the front court already. My opinion, I invest in Kristaps, okay? I keep Carmelo Anthony and invest in Kristaps. So adding Joakim, I don't know how that's gonna fit in with them, and that might or might not, but it doesn't fit for $70-some odd million. It just doesn't. It doesn't. Now, he will bring some defense to the team. Let's be clear about that. I'm not saying he's useless. All I'm saying is I don't see $70 million worth of a player in Joakim Noah. Okay? The next player we're going to talk about is Timofey Mozgov. Alright? Now, yes, that stings a little bit because he is a part of my beloved Lakers. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. But it's even hard for me to rationalize that decision, okay? We spent $64 million on this guy for 4 years, okay? Now let's look at his stats for the 2015-2016 season. He averaged 6.3 points and 4.4 rebounds. And we're signing him to this big of a contract, okay? Granted, since the Cavs kind of changed their play style and went for a more outside shooting, offensive spacing kind of play style, he was kind of shoved onto the bench. He was. But still, I don't see $64 million in this guy. I don't see it. Maybe I'm blind. I don't see it though. Don't get me wrong, he's had good games in his past, and we've had glimpses of potential that we've seen in some of his games. Once again, I'm gonna go back to the $64 million potential. I didn't see that one. Maybe I missed that game. And now, maybe I'm the only one that noticed this, but Festus Ezeli actually signed a 2-year, $16 million deal with the Portland Trailblazers. Now, that's how you do it, okay? It's a more conservative deal for a decent big man, okay? It's a good deal. For me, I just don't see how the Lakers, LA, needed $64 million to lure Timofey to their team. I don't think we should have offered him that much. I think he's a good addition to the team, give us some interior strength. I just don't think we needed $64 million to lure him. Or I don't think we should have needed $64 million to lure him. Maybe they know something I don't. But I'm still confused. And that's my list. Once again, I left out some of the bigger names just because they're more obvious. You know, McCollum, I'm not gonna put him on the list. People already know about that. I wanted to bring attention to some smaller teams and smaller players that you guys know of, but you guys might not realize how ridiculous their contracts were. So I wanted to expose that right quick. But like this video if you like these kind of analytic videos, and if you want more, give us a like so I know. Comment down below which one you think was the worst and most ridiculous contract on that list. Follow my social media, and I just posted a new 2K video, and that link will be in the description as well. That's pretty much all. Subscribe if you haven't to join the squad, and I'll see y'all on the flip side.